good afternoon from the Pleasure Beach Resort, and today we've got a different video for you today because we're here at Lokies, and what we're going to do is we're going to head on inside. We're going to show you around one of our favourite places to eat here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and we're essentially going to show you everything that's on the menu. Now, this isn't a food challenge. I'm not going to try and knock it all down the throat and eat it all. If some gets left, some gets left. But we're ordering the main things on the menu to show you just how incredibly good it is here at Lokies at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So let's go.
Nestled in what was the old cableway station, Lokies at Blackpool Pleasure Beach was given a whole new lease of life as a stylish and modern eatery. With its industrial ski chic decor, exposed woodwork and faux wooden accents, it's a surprisingly charming and welcoming space to relax and refuel on the edge of the park. It's a simple yet stylish location that's often overlooked in favour of burger and hot dog joints throughout the park. The menu is compact but carefully created, featuring mouth-watering options like juicy rotisserie chicken, fall-off-the-bone ribs and their signature Camembert loaf. You'll also find some smaller additions which have made their way in over the years, such as the popular chicken baguette and recently hot dogs if you fancy something a little different. There's a decent selection of beers too, perfect for those looking to take the load off between rides. And there's nothing more I like doing on a hot summer's day than sitting outside Lokies with a cold bottle of Corona, listening to the soggy screams from Valhalla.
Cheers.
Before we got stuck into the grub, we helped ourselves to the condiments available on the counter, though it's worth noting some extra will be brought directly to your table as well. Now we kicked things off with a rotisserie chicken, and honestly, this was the star of the show. Slowly roasted over the spit for hours, the chicken was cooked to absolute perfection. The skin had a beautiful golden crispness, while the meat inside was unbelievably tender and juicy, falling off the bone with the lightest pull. Every bite bursting with flavour, and that's thanks in no small part to the herb rub that it's coated in. And then we have to talk about the gravy. Served with the chicken, although you can order it as a side on its own, this might genuinely be some of the best gravy we've ever tasted. Rich, savoury, meaty and perfectly seasoned. It complemented the chicken flawlessly and had us going back for more with every bite. If you're a fan of a roast style comfort food, the rotisserie chicken at Lokies is really a must try. It's simple but done to absolute perfection. Next up was the Camembert loaf, and this thing is an absolute monster. Imagine an entire cob of bread baked until golden and crusty and then loaded with a ridiculous amount of gooey molten Camembert cheese. It was warm, indulgent and absolutely oozing with cheesy goodness. Now, fair warning, this beast will single-handedly obliterate your weekly carb allowance. It's rich, it's heavy and it's definitely made for sharing, unless you're feeling a little bit brave. Whilst it wasn't our personal favourite dish on the menu, that's more a matter of taste than quality. If you're a cheese lover, this is your dream come true. It's the kind of comforting, over-the-top treat that hits all the right notes for those who can't get enough of that melty, creamy Camembert flavour. And finally, onto the ribs. And despite already being well and truly stuffed from everything else, there was no way we were going to skip these. Slow roasted to perfection, the ribs were smothered in a rich, sweet and sticky barbecue sauce that clung to every inch of meat. The flavour was deep and smoky with just the right amount of sweetness, and the meat itself, well, it practically melted off the bone. In fact, they were so tender it was almost a challenge to pick them up without them falling apart in your hands. A proper, messy masterpiece, and worth every single bite. They came served with a portion of coleslaw, which unfortunately was the only letdown of the meal. It was overly creamy and lacked the crunch and tang that you'd usually expect to balance out the richness of the ribs. Not a deal breaker by any means, but definitely the weakest part of an otherwise standout dish. Still, the ribs themselves were a showstopper. Smoky, sticky, and absolutely delicious. So, whether it's the perfectly roasted chicken, the decadent Camembert loaf, or those melt-in-your-mouth ribs, we can confidently say that Lokies at Blackpool Pleasure Beach is a cut above the rest. It's hands down one of the best theme park food spots in the country, and absolutely worth a trip on your next visit.
Okay, so that was us eating almost everything at Loki's Ski Bar. It's a little bit windy here, as you can see by the face of my good wife. But firstly, what I do have to say is Charlie and Bobby that are working in there today, what a fantastic credit to Pleasure Beach. Charlie especially is such a lovely lady. On-screen talent just joining us. Yeah, Charlie especially is such a lovely lady. She really is incredible. The service that she offered was second to none, and really when you've got people like that on your team, you need to keep them for as long as possible. And Bobby absolutely smashing it out of the park in the kitchen. The food again absolutely incredible. So we tried the Camembert loaf, the half ribs and the half chicken. That's essentially most of what is available on the menu, and all of it were cooked to perfection. As you would have seen, the chicken and the ribs were falling off the bone, and the Camembert loaf was just stuffed with cheese. If you're going to come to anywhere in the park to eat, 100% get yourself to Loki's. It opens at 11 o'clock every single day when it's busy enough to open. That can be a little bit hit and miss, and you can get a nice cold drink while you're in there as well. And you can sit down and you can eat it whilst you enjoy the sound of launch pad flying up in the air, or you can hear everyone screaming to death as they get soaked on Valhalla. But yes, get yourself to Loki's. With that being said, if you've liked this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.
Ride with Judventures, you know the name. Theme parks and attractions and kick-ass days. You've got the big bearded husband, a beautiful blonde wife, and a cool young lad just living their best life. I'm the guy with the camera, beer game strong. Catch me in a scare maze, come scream along. News and reviews, I'm dropping the facts. Ride POVs, and honest reacts. So follow the journey from scare to scream. Judventures, baby, let's live the dream. Ride with Judventures, you know the name.